If you are beating yourself up about sin, stop. I've been there. Stop doing it. Whether you were doing good and then you fell back into it, or you keep running to the same one over and over and over, you're struggling in sin and now you're questioning your salvation, stop. It's so easy for us as believers to focus on our sin because we understand that it's a problem, but we forget that Jesus is the solution. He paid for our sins, past, present, and future. And until we understand that sanctification is a process, we won't enjoy our salvation. And I've gotten so many emails about this, and I see it so often where Christians are not enjoying their relationship with God, because instead of it being a loving, genuine, and fun relationship, it's nothing but rules. I really want you to think about your relationship with God as a physical relationship. Imagine dating somebody and it's nothing but rules. You can't do this, you can't do that, you feel stuck. You're going to want to have some type of fun because the only thing that you hear is rules and regulations. They're controlling. They're a tyrant. You're going to want to do things that cause you some type of pleasure. You're going to want to feel some type of comfort, feel some type of love, some type of peace because they stress you out. You put stress on your relationship with God when you look at him as someone who's monitoring your every move and looking at what it is that you do. Are you doing this or are you not? Are you obeying me or are you not? Jesus died so we can be reconciled back to God and we have a genuine, loving relationship with him. And the sin is an effect to a deeper cause, and that deeper cause is unbelief. You're trying to find comfort and peace and joy in that sin because you can't find it in God. You're not being honest about where you are in your relationship with God. You go out, sin, come back, confess it, ask for forgiveness, and promise to never do it again. And then you run back to the same sin. Why? Because you're not enjoying your salvation. You're not enjoying your relationship with God. Just like a regular relationship, imagine they go out and cheat. They come back, they confess it, ask for forgiveness, promise to never do it again. And it's a never-ending cycle. No, at some point, I need to get my questions answered. Why do you feel the need to continue to step outside of this relationship to cheat? Oh, well, I haven't felt seen. I haven't felt heard. Why didn't you talk to me first before cheating? We need to be honest with God. God, I don't feel comfort in this relationship. I don't know how you are a comforter. I don't know how you bring peace because I haven't felt that in a relationship. You may be new to your relationship with God and you haven't felt his peace. There's some people who they've never experienced God in that way. And the only way that they know to get some form of relief is smoking weed. Or some form of love is fornicating. So that's why you keep running back to that thing because you haven't found it in God. But when you are honest about that, it opens you up to receive what it is that you're looking for in that sin from God. But when you suppress it and you act like nothing's going on, you try to be the strong Christian and no, like I'm not horny. No, you are. And you don't know how to deal with that horniness in a holy way. So you need to read your word. You need to talk to God and be like, God, honestly, I'm lonely. And usually when I'm lonely, I go sleep around. So help me put my faith in you and not in myself. When you beat yourself up, you're beating yourself up as if you are the solution. You're not. The sin is the problem. Jesus is the solution to the problem. So now that the problem is solved, we can focus on Jesus. Your flesh is going to flesh, period. Self-control is a fruit of the Spirit. And this is why we don't focus on sin. We focus on God. The more we focus on God and the more we love God and the more we allow him to work through us, the less we will sin. We will not be sinless. We live in a fallen world. Everybody's going to sin. So if you're focused on the fact that, oh my gosh, I keep sinning, now you're looking at yourself as the sinner in the relationship. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just this horrible person. That's not a fun relationship. No, you need to see yourself from God's perspective. So if you fall short, you need to be honest. God, honestly, I did this the other day. Honestly, I fell short because I was feeling X, Y, and Z. And instead of coming to you first, I went to that thing. And now I'm learning that I need you. That thing didn't bring me any type of comfort. That thing didn't bring me any type of companionship or anything. We sin because we separate ourselves from God. And this is why we lean in, depend on him, and be honest. I talk to God about everything. God, I don't know how to deal with this horniness. I want my man. It's hard out here for a princess when you really trying to be somebody's missus. That's me. It's like, God, I really want to be a Mrs. Whoever. And it's hard. Okay? It's hard. But you're my husband now, so I'm being honest, truthful, and transparent with you. That's my relationship with God. I be having fun, and I slip and fall, but I can't beat myself up. Like, I'm not about to have that type of relationship where I'm just feeling like a horrible individual, like a horrible Christian. Like, no, Jesus died on the cross for my sins, and I'm going to try my best to love God so much that sin isn't even appealing. And I'm going to use those moments where I fall short, not as an opportunity to have this false humility and say, oh, woe is me. No, I'm going to use it as a learning opportunity to be like, you know what, God? Why did I do that? Let's really talk about it. We need to have an intimate conversation. Okay, so now I know that I need to come to you before I get to that point of wanting to go out and sin and be disobedient. I need to be honest about the fact that I am lonely, about the fact that I haven't found comfort. I need to read your word and meditate on that word so I can think subconsciously about the fact that Jesus is the Prince of Peace. God is my comfort. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, as you deny yourself, take up your cross and follow Jesus, be honest about how you're feeling. And focus on God, not sin. So until next time, bye, friends.